Hi guys, I'm Brooke Vogelsang, and I'm basically going to be talking about my observation of the math lesson this week. Basically, the overall lesson and concept for learning goal for this week was how to compose grams to kilograms, specifically knowing that there's 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. Students were instructed to work out of their math books on 4 questions that the teacher assigned them. And I have the questions here, so I'm going to read them off because there was a big misconception and a lot of students were confused by this first question. The question was, circle a group of 100-gram bags to compose 1,000 grams or 1 kilogram. How many 100-gram bags did you circle to compose 1,000 grams or 1 kilogram? 1,200 equals blank thousand blank hundreds. 1,200s equals blank ones. A lot of the students couldn't separate that since they circled all 10 bags, knowing that that's 1,000 kilograms, whenever it changed to 1,200, they didn't understand that the extra 2 wasn't like ones places. Like they thought it was 1,002 or 12,000. Like they couldn't separate that those were their own hundreds. So we really had to break it down for them and honestly draw out like a diagram, not a diagram, but like an example, like a model of the 10 bags and then the extra 200 bags. And then we circled this is 1,000 and this is what? 100, 200. So we really had to break it down for them. But once they understood like modeling out, they were able to move forward with the other questions. So that was a breakthrough in the teaching today. And then in my small group, we really worked through subtracting 3-digit numbers, which was a lot harder for students than they actually realized, especially with the regrouping problems. They didn't really understand that they had to keep regrouping if, let's say, the tens place was a 0. So let's say it was 205 minus 75. They didn't realize that they would have to keep regrouping to the 200 to make that 0 a 10 so they could regroup to their ones place if they needed to. Which I now realize that they wouldn't have to do the ones, but let's say they had to, they didn't realize they had to go down the line to do that. So I really had to break that down for them and like show it out on my whiteboard and break up the place value and teach them or let them know, like remind them that, hey, it's okay to draw those lines and separate the place values so you understand like, oh, I need to carry over here and do this, which like really helped once you break it down. So overall, like observing these lessons and being able to be hands-on really taught me that breaking down, going that extra step for certain students can really, really help them. And being more like explicit in like instructions and stuff can really also help. But thank you for listening.